In this video, we will see how to create a grid of desired interval for a region of interest. So it's like fishnet what we create in ArcGIS or QGIS. Suppose for a region of interest, for a area you want that every 100 meter or every 1 kilometer or every 30 meter a point should be there. These are required for creating an empty grid of your region of interest, and particularly in case of distance soil mapping or any spatial prediction, we need to have this grid of points. We will start with getting required library. Required library is raster. So I will run it. Then we will get a shape file. So in last video we have created a shape file and reprojected it. So since we are going to create a grid of points with grid intervals in meters, so your shape file must be in projected system. So how to create a shape file with extents and how to reproject them, these two videos already I have shared. So we will first read this shape file, and we can read it with function shape file of this library. So I will run it. Now we can simply plot it. So this is our, now we can see the structure of this shape file. Now we'll create the grid inside the extent of this boundary using function makeGrid. Here for demonstration I am taking 1 kilometer grid. Obviously you can take 30 meter, 10 meter or any size. But if you are taking a grid of smaller interval, don't go for plot, otherwise it will be taking too much time. So first we'll create. Here you have to give the extent, that is extent it will use the extent of this shape file, and then cell size you have to give in unit of this polygon or shape file. So since unit is meter, so for 1 kilometer grid we will using 1000. So I will run it. So one grid is ready. It's having 12,412 observations of two variables. Now we can plot it. So since too many grids points are there, it's looking black, you go to zoom and you will see all the points are there. But we can observe that since we were having a square polygon, but here we are getting rectangle. This is because it is still a data frame. See, it's if you go to structure, it's data frame. To convert it to spatial data, we have to again use one more function, that is spatial points. So that we will be using. This will convert this data frame to spatial. So we will use spatial points, then grid as input, and then we will be giving projection of UTM 44 north. So we will be using again this pros for string is equal to CRS, and this is for 44 north. EPSG code is 32644. Regarding this EPSG codes, already we have discussed in last two videos with R. The link for those videos are given in the description. So now we will run, and then now we will plot it. So first we have plotted the rectangle, and then we will plot the grid, and here you have to use add is equal to true. We can use either TRUE or simply T. So run it, and now we will zoom. We can zoom it, and now we can see that we are having this rectangle, and within that extent of this rectangle, every 1 kilometer one point is there. Now you can see space header of this grid is spatial points, and the extent is this much, and the CRS is WGS84 UTM zone 44. We can also see the structure, and then now we can save it. So in earlier videos, for saving the shape files we have used RGDL. We can also use the library raster itself to write a vector into a shape file. So The function here is save file, and we need to save this grid, and the output file name we have to give with the path, folder path, and then obviously we can use overwrite is equal to true. So run it. It will be saved in the particular folder with this name provided here. Read it in. Now we can visualize it in ArcGIS. So this is the grid, and you can see point for every 1 kilometer is there. This distance we can see from here. So 1000 meter, 1000 meter by 1000 meter grid is there. So we can go for attribute, visualize the attribute tables. We are having only ID. So there are 12,412 points. This is how we can create a grid of points of desired interval for a region of interest. Thank you for watching.